Hey folks, this is hopefully just a brief explanation on this whole SmartBook thing. A few of you had some questions on it. I don't think anyone's an expert with using the SmartBook, but the point of the SmartBook, and that's, you can see it right here under Chapter 1, but the point of the SmartBook is to not just have you read the book, but to take you to the really important sections first, and then to actually ask you some questions as you're reading. And if we go in here and we begin the assignment, and just so you know, while this is loading, I have reopened last week's reading assignment. So if you did not get a chance to finish this or start it or complete it or didn't know what you were doing, this might be your lucky day. So I've opened all this thing up here, and you can see on the left-hand side, these are the different sections here. So this is the Module 1, Chapter 1. You can see here at the top, it says page 1 of 418. And so it's a little bit like a PDF. You can flash through the pages over here. Down here at the bottom, there's this little practice button that's kind of pulsing. Over here is...
Reading with SmartBook helps you put emphasis on the critical paragraphs first. These critical paragraphs are highlighted in yellow. While you read, SmartBook will monitor your progress.
I'll let you do that yourself. You can click on the little happy face over here on the bottom right, and it'll explain the things that you should be doing. But generally speaking, this book, I've kind of tuned it so that I'm not asking you to memorize every single sentence in the book. And the way I've tuned it is if you go through the highlights here, and I've got a pretty slow internet connection right now, so it might take it a little while, but there it goes. So you can kind of see here that it takes you to that highlighted section, and there's some of it that's kind of grayed out. Doesn't mean that you don't need to read it, but if you want to read it and you click on that thing, it will highlight and or darken or lighten that part. But the highlighted portions are really the ones that you want to pay especially close attention to. Well, let's say that you think you're an expert with all of this and you don't really need to read it. That's great, because my job is not to punish you. Some professors may think that's their job, but I'd really like to not bother you with silly sorts of things. So if you think you know what you're doing, you can come down here to the practice, and you can actually go through here, select 2 terms. I'm just going to pick anything. Do you know it? I think so. Oh, no way. So, didn't get that one right. And you can see down here at the bottom, it says there's 66 items left in the, what do you think it is? Information age? I don't know. Think so? Sure. Okay. But these things, they'll continue to tick down. I don't know. What do you think it is? Share knowledge without human invention. I don't know. Whatever. Nope. Didn't get it right. So you can see my tally doesn't change here. But I can also go down here to the lady.
The practice phase will help you reinforce your comprehension of what you have just read. Once all the questions...
So she's going to talk to you. If you want to see what she's saying instead of listening to her, you can click that little box right there. But again, I'm not trying to kill you with this stuff, but you should probably plan to spend at least an hour or perhaps 2 working through this book. So if we go back to read down here, notice it's not practice anymore, it's read. It's the opposite. It'll take us right back to the book. You probably have a way faster internet connection than I do at my house, but if I click on this next highlight, it's taking you directly to these sections here. So you can also do this yourself. So if you find something that you're really interested in, let's say you're interested in Jeff Bezos, and you want to, can I highlight this myself? I think I can. Note, yes, I think that's it. You can bookmark it, you can note it, okay, howdy, and you can save that. And so you can customize this yourself. So if you have something you want to go back to. But again, if you get confused, you can click on the little helper lady. She'll take you there. You can come down here to go practice. And each week, I'm going to have a different chapter. Well, generally speaking, each week I'll have a different chapter, and you can cruise through it this way. So you can use the next section, previous section, and I'll toggle you through things. And you can see right now we're on page 20. And if you have questions, let me know. But I think you just need to go in here and work at it. So again, just to be clear, let me take you back out of this guy. So to leave SmartBook, I can click on the little menu, leave the SmartBook. I can come back here, and on week 2, which is where the chapter 1 SmartBook lesson is right here, I've opened that back up, and you can see it's changed, and now it says February 3. So if you've not already done this, you are very lucky, because now you have till Sunday to take a crack at that. You still need to take care of this week's, which is week 3, and you can see that chapter 2 SmartBook is due this Sunday at 11:59 as well. Cool. All right. Well, if you have questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon.